Hello.
Hello and welcome back to the SWAN Pricing Show. Today we are going to talk about working for free or not working for free, preferably. Now, to be clear, we are not talking about charity. Charity is charity. Charity is not, let's say, not work in a stricter sense of things. This is you being able to gift something to somebody, right? So working for free, as in spec work, I think that is called in creative industries, or let me try this out in some others. But in the SWAN world, we talk about working for free as in giving actual advice or doing actual work for no monetary compensation, right? And this is different to what we call the duck world, to the commoditized service space, because there's usually less costs. In the duck world, you have people you have to pay, or spaces you have to hire out, or some equipment, or and there you can barely support the idea of giving something away for free. But also there you may have to go through periods of unprofitable business and stuff in order to retain a position, or this or that and the other, because you have to get some revenue level or something like this. In this SWAN world, usually your costs are lower, which is a good thing, because you don't have to do unprofitable jobs for a long time. You can get rid of it more easily. But also, you can't really say, oh no, I couldn't possibly do it for free, because all of the costs. What costs? You're sitting at home. You would pay for that toilet paper anyway, right? So this is a big difference. You also talked about something else in the pre-show about the swan duck difference. So what was it?
Yeah, the often situation which happens, especially in the expertise-based world, is the fact that some people simply get to the stage where they are feeling very comfortable, money-wise, business-wise, everything is going definitely positive on a positive way, and then problem potentially arise. They start to engage on a free basis with bigger number of clients, but that doesn't have any sense, because you are comfortable in that specific frame and moment, but that doesn't mean it will be that way for a lifetime. So
Yeah.
there needs to be adequate risk analysis, and also window and gap where you can play around with doing something for free compared to the paid engagements. My general practice and suggestion always is, okay, if you're already in the comfortable chair, 10% is the amount which can be used for playing around, but 90% needs to be paid. And that is the overall idea, because often what is happening when you are mitigating or fully eliminating the risk on your potential partner client, everybody wants to work with you. Why? Because they'll just need your time to help them grow, and you don't receive any compensation. Something happens, you lose one client, you lose second client, you lose third client, and you are out of any recurring or fresh income. What then? You cannot do your job adequately, you cannot be focused, you're not anymore in the comfortable seat and chair, and everything goes down the toilet. So that is the problem.
Yes. Of course. Even so, I think we talked before about the inadvisability of working for free, but there is a case where it's smart to work for free. However, there are some big ifs there. So the first one is, do you feel that your work is appreciated? Because if it's not, then anything else is probably not going to be, whatever else happens is probably not a good idea, because your work is valuable. And if somebody says, oh, if you're giving it for free, then it must not be worth anything, you should probably stop working on that. So I think that's the first one. If it is appreciated, are you working for people similar enough to the people that you want to get paid by? So if you want to be working with CFOs and this person is an HR, it's probably not a good idea, because you're not really getting anything relevant out of this. And if it's not paid with money, then it's probably just a loss of time. If it's your hobby, fine. If it's charity, fine. Just don't look at it as work. It's not, right? Similarly, is this in an industry that you want to work with in general, that you expect to be paid in general? Because yes, experience opens doors and everything, but not all doors are worthwhile to be opened, right? Business-wise, again, right? So if it is appreciated, it is for the right people, it is for the right industry, then the question is always, do you have something better to do right now, something more lucrative? If you don't, then I have just one more question, and is this the first time that you're working with this client? Because the first time, it can be great. It can build confidence, and it can build trust. It can open doors. It can just. The second time, probably not worth it. Because if you do it once, maybe you did it because you wanted to prove yourself and stuff. If the first one was successful, there's no need for you to prove yourself. You've done your bit. Yeah. That's it. If they ask you again to work for free, then you're not really appreciated, and they just want to exploit you, and that happens.
Yeah.
So first time, fine. Any other time, probably not fine.
Yeah. Because
right,
there is always the transaction. The transaction doesn't need to be money-wise. It's a rule of reciprocity. If you're helping and supporting somebody, you'll receive something in return. And
yes,
both sides need to take care. Those situations are equivalents or near similar value. Because today I can maybe help you more than you can help me, and vice versa, and we'll balance that out. But that is something which needs to be taken care of by both sides in adequate time frame, and simply through the long-term commitment, partnership, friendship, and collaboration. So that is important.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, in general, as you said, this is valuable, and this is valuable especially if you're either new at something or find yourself in a new corner of the market. So you're not new at this. You just never sold in the United States before, or you never sold in Australia before, or you never sold to healthcare before, right? So if you're in this kind of a situation, every project counts. Doesn't really matter if it's paid by money or not. Every project will expand your contact list, your confidence, your intuition will rapidly develop, because you will say, oh yeah, I remember that, right? It's sort of like an internship, kind of a thing, right? Everything is valuable. This is what clients usually are talking about when they offer you to pay for to work for exposure or experience. This is it. Now, the problem is they have a vested interest in you working for this. And like I said, not all contacts are worth knowing, not all doors are worth opening, right? Not all experience is worth having. This is, you know, the classic tale of an intern who gets a job to learn the ropes and then just mostly you know, keeps people's dry cleaning in check and carries coffee and gets absolutely nothing useful out of it, right? So this is unlikely to happen to an expert, but you can get the equivalent of this, right? You can get the equivalent of this. So yes, you will get exposure. The question is to what? Yes, you will get experience. The question is, do you really, is that experience actually a good compensation instead of money, right? And I think the ones the rules that the conditions that I stated before lead you in that direction. So are you respected? Is it the right industry? Is it the right people? Do you have something better to do? And is it the first time? And you agreed with this first time, but what would you emphasize? Why is it important to only work for free the first time?
Yeah, because as you mentioned, it's a matter of experience opening the doors and opening generally new opportunities. More often than not, you put yourself into position of promise. Okay, I'll help you, I'll guide you, I'll support you, and we'll be getting this specific result. And after that, so many new opportunities will arise, and that is okay because people can see and understand the integrity, personal, both with business, the thing which they can expect from you as the valuable resource. And in that matter, in that grand scheme of things, that is acceptable. Also, what I wanted to mention, it came to my mind, the concept of compensation. Okay, we need your expertise. Service will be giving you this or that. I'll never forget the situation where one being a rent-a-car agency proposed us the compensation for our marketing consultancy campaign, etc., etc. They said, you help us grow, da, 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 da. And in equivalent to that, we'll be giving you the cars. So my colleagues, partners, external resources, internal resources of the company, we all have at least one car. So we don't need cars, you know? So it would be better for us to work for the compensation, which would be more appreciated. And that is actually the money in that respectable situation. So often people will be trying to grab the value you can create and generate for them and giving you some bullshit which you cannot transform in something else. Also, what can be done and what don't need to be money wise is the value package. For example, somebody is not able to pay you for the service, but as you mentioned today, that person knows somebody who's your ideal client profile. You can say, okay, no problem. I'm not doing this for you free of charge. It has the price tag. And equivalent to that, please generate me this. So I'm accountable for doing my part of the bargain. You're accountable for doing your part of the bargain. And we agree upon that, and we can put it in the contract. And that's it. So it's clear. It's transaction. Just we haven't transacted with money, but with service, with the commitment and what is being promised and confirmed with that contract. And that is okay also.
Yes. So this is not entirely working for free, but I had a case with an American accountant, and she had a client who wanted the price to stay the same, and the actual amount of work skyrocketed like 13 times or something like this. And she didn't want 13 times more. She wanted like twice more or something like that, because she could handle it and blah. And he wanted it to stay the same. And he said, if you just keep the price that way, then I'll introduce you to like 2 people a month, 2 people like me a month. So I can guarantee that you're going to get sales out of that, but I'll put you in the same room. I'll organize lunch for both of you. And she, of course, didn't believe him. But I said, just like you stated, I said, we can put that into a contract. We can say, so the price is what we want, which is double. Unless during that month, he organized 2 lunches with genuine prospective clients, which have to be under this criteria. So company owners, blah, 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 revenue goals, this and that and the other. If he did, then great. He gets the discount and only pays what he wanted to pay. If he forgot, didn't have time to, didn't pan out, blah, 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 not a problem. Just pay the price which we indicated. So if you can consistently be good in your promise, you will get the price that you wanted. If not, we understand. It's fine. It doesn't have to be forever. It's just, we understand it's this month. Just pay us the money that is due. So as long as he can stay true to his word, not a problem, because that is worth more. But if not, then and he couldn't really wiggle out of that, because if he would be true to his word, he got everything that he wanted, right?
Yeah.
It's just he wasn't counting on his forgetfulness or his loss of time to bite him that hard, you know.
Yeah.
So it can absolutely be done. It worked.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
worked.
Absolutely. I have a similar approach. As we have the 2 type of arrangements. So from the perspective of consultancy, the agency work, etc. So people are able to pay us for our service for a specific fixed fee. But what we have the tendency, and we are pushing towards, being paid for the results we deliver, because there we're actually generating true stuff. And what can happen if you already agree around some fixed fee plus success fee basis, performance basis or value-based pricing, result-based basis, that can go for some time. But what can happen, the change of heart from the client side. They simply decide to become a-holes and said, maybe it's too much for us. Could we agree on some other rate or whatever? No problem. We can take the best month and put it as your fixed fee. So no problem. We can go back, make step backwards and set it up. Or the average from the previous 3 months. If that is okay with you, it's okay with us. And what's happening? Okay, they have the option and they're always choosing the result-based perspective. So at least from existing experience, because it is something which can happen as the situation and scenario, because people are playing with the numbers and see, oh, okay, we are paying this amount, this amount. When the business is small, and when you when they're starting from 0 and becoming a hero, nothing is a problem. But when you enter the stage of big numbers, people have the tendency to transform from the nice guy to the a-hole guy. So this way you have the prevention tool and also helping and supporting them not become the villain afterwards.
Yes. You help them not to become the villain. I like that. I mean, it's one of the traps when you have a very small business, is to say, I'm not getting anything right now, so it's better to make $50 than none at all. And I don't think that's true. So it's better to make nothing but make contacts than watch Netflix. Possibly, like I said, if those are worth having. And that's a matter of strategy. I think I'm very happy with all of the cases where I either did charity or did something for free, because I learned a lot. You know how it is with projects. Anybody who actually led any projects knows that you never get out of the project as the same person like you went into this. There's always a significant shift, right? But I think if there's any chance, any whiff, any notion that a free project is going to end up as one of the three horrors, and that I call that burnout, boredom, or exploitation, then it's better to watch Netflix.
Yeah.
Because some free stuff will push you toward burnout, and some free stuff will bore you to tears because they don't want to ask too much of you, or they don't trust you enough because you don't have much to lose. You know, you could flee at any moment in their eyes. So they want you involved, but they don't really want you to do anything important. And then it's boring. And of course, there's always those who say, yeah, oh, yeah, we didn't get the funds yet. Could you possibly do another project for free, and then we'll see? Because we'll be very happy if you do that. I bet you will. I bet you will.
Yeah, that is a good one, especially let's do the first project in this scope because there are more projects for us. Let's stop for a bit. Let's do the first one. You're being satisfied. We are happy with it. And then we can speak about new engagements. But when the first one is done. Yeah, that is quite often the trap where business owners are jumping into. They see the perspective because they are proactive by default. Perspective is out there, opportunity is out there. Yeah, we'll be doing this or that. No, you won't, or you don't know for the facts. People can just sell you some crap and you're just buying that. Do the first, check them out, understand who they are, what they are made of, and see if you are truly aligned, and in the end, if you truly want to work with them in the future. So after that, you don't have the problem, and you already know what to expect from them.
Yes, I usually say, let's put this in monetary terms.
Yeah.
Would you like me to send you $3,000 right now, or $15,000 at some point, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah.
Most people in most situations will say, here's my number, do it right now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
3 is fine. 3 is fine. And this is what we're seeing, right? This is the, yeah, let's not. You pay me now, and then we'll see from then on, right? Yeah. And I think when we're talking about customer satisfaction, of course, we want our clients to be happy, but primarily we want them to be happy with the work that we've done, not the lowness or the level or the inexistence of price in general. That's happy, but not good happy, right? Philip, where can people find you?
People can find me on LinkedIn and my business mentorship page, philipzolota.com.
People can find me on YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, or fearless-pricing.com. People, thank you for being here, for listening, and we'll see you next week.
See you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.